About how do you level the pictures. You know, I tell you, whether you're hanging pictures or something just looks kittywampus to you and you're like, you don't want to tell your husband that he hung it wrong. But you could have this in your kitchen drawer and you could put it up there and you could see whether or not it's level or not. This is easy to use clearance price, $32.98. And the do-it-yourself guy, Sean Pickford, is here. Come on in, Sean. It's little, but it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
So I just built a platform in my garage that was 13 feet across and 8 feet deep.
Wow.
And I was trying to measure off the floor, and I'm like, wait, the floor is not level. So I set this up, and I'm like, there, now it's level. I'd have been off 1 inch lower on one side than the other if I'd have measured from the floor. Whereas as I put this up on a piece and I leveled it out, and the lasers, and I'll show you that in a second, were able to tell me where things needed to be. So that could have been a huge mistake.
And you know what? We'd like to think that, you know, the builders that build our homes, you know, make everything level, but they don't.
No.
Just put a marble on the floor, you'll find out.
Even our table here, our floor is somewhat level. We're 0.30, not bad, but we're not quite there. So if it was 0, 0, then it would be truly level.
Okay,
so if
that's
you
what
push
I was wondering.
If you push on one side of the table, you see the numbers moving because we're pushing down on it.
Yeah.
But you'll also notice there's little arrows on the side that tells you where you're level. So it tells us, all right, this side over here has to go up, the other side has to go down.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So,
There's the up arrow, here's the down arrow.
So you're not guessing.
Cool.
Now, to turn it on, basically, you can hit the little buttons here, all right? So you can get the lasers to come out of the sides, and that's the beauty of it, so that the lasers will come out of either side of the level, so it'll draw that line for you so you can know where it's at and what's going on. Okay. Just like you saw in the video there.
Right, exactly.
So
it's everything from, give me some ideas, hanging pictures.
Hanging pictures.
Building a platform.
Building a platform, all right. Hanging multiple pictures in a line because there's a steel plate that comes with it.
Sure.
So now it's truly do-it-yourself. So you line it up, say I got 2 identical pictures, they hang at the same spot, this is where I want them to be, you can do that. Think about putting things, because let's face it, if you walked into that game room and you saw one picture off, that's the first thing you would notice.
Oh, exactly.
Leveling pictures, leveling the pool table, leveling the deck, leveling the patio.
Right.
Any things where you want it to be leveled, this will do the job for you.
Or you're putting in new cabinets. Or things like that. You're changing things up.
Right.
Now, how does this stick to the wall so I can use it like that?
So there's a little metal plate that will come with it that has double-sided sticky tape on it. You take that metal plate, you stick it on the wall where you want it to be. Then there's a magnet on the back of here. So this is all magnetic on the back. So when you hit the back of it, it will basically stay on there and hold it in place. So
then can I take that bracket off the wall?
Yeah, then you can take the bracket off of the wall.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, this little piece, I got to tell you, for $32.98 is also on Easy Pay. 3 payments of about $11 a month. So that's easy, but it's clearance priced. So once it's gone, it's gone. We don't have many of these left. It's interesting because I can see, look how far
I'll put my
that
hand here.
laser is.
So you can see it's shining on my hand.
Yeah.
But it will go all the way over to that bookcase. So it'll go as far as your eye can see.
I'm going to keep walking. You guys, you know, Ian, tell me if I get out. But you know what? When he didn't have his hand
put your card
over
there.
that,
It'll show up on your card.
It was right under here. It was showing up right under here. And so, yeah, I can see it. It's actually
if I tilt it up a little
here.
bit, see there? If I tilt it up a little bit, you can see it on the white shelf.
You can see it right here.
All right.
So look how far away I am. That's easily 20 feet, if not more.
Well, and that's it. So think about it. Look around the beautiful set that we have here at QVC. There's a lot of crown molding. You want the crown molding to be straight. What about putting pictures, easy for me to say, pictures down that slanted staircase if that was a solid wall.
Wow.
So you can angle this so that laser now will be angled, and so you can see it on my hand, so you can turn it, all right? So
yeah, that's cool. How about also shelves? You've got to hang the shelves. Because, and you know, the thing is, if you don't hang the shelves right.
Well, let's face it, if you start at the bottom and you get that one wrong, the next one's going to be wrong too, because usually you're measuring off the bottom one.
That's true.
So,
how about Father's Day gifts? You know, great Father's Day gift. Mother's Day gift too. You know, there's a lot of women who are do-it-yourselfers. That's what we call the age of possibilities.
Yes.
You know, women are becoming, first of all, more apt to do things. I know, you know, this is kind of an old, you know, thought and name, but Dan Wheeler, when he was a host here, his lovely wife, who has since passed, Beth, used to do so much. She would wallpaper walls.
My
She would
sister-in-law
paint.
does everything.
She would do, yeah. And
Yeah.
a lot of women are like that. I'm
Yeah.
not like that, but I also have had a career that I haven't had time to do
But
that.
part of it is having the right tools to
That's
make it
right.
easier on you. So again, I mean, you can
Exactly.
see the lasers. I'll put my hands here. You can see
Yeah.
the lasers come out of either side of this.
Yeah.
All right, see it's 0, 0 now by me putting my hands on the table.
Yeah.
It leveled up the table.
Right.
So the lasers will go in either direction or one
Wow.
direction. You can have them go on a diagonal.
Yeah.
All right, so you can even see it show up on the table here.
And look
So
at it
think-
going. It's like,
so think-
whoa.
right, and if you wanted to put tile down, you can set it up so it'll put tile down so that you can
Wow.
get the grout line straight if you're
Yes.
doing that. So
Oh my gosh,
It's-
that's a good point too. The last thing you need is one tile to just be like
A little bit off.
1/16 of an inch off, and now all your tiles are, and you get to the wall, and all of a sudden you got extra space like this, you know?
Yeah, and that's what you don't want. So, and that's what this will do. So,
Yeah.
again, you can see
cool.
we put our hands on the table. By doing that, we've leveled it off a little bit. There's
Yeah.
even up top there, there's a battery indicator, so where it's almost time for
Oh.
us to charge this
I
up.
was just going to say, do we charge it with a wire?
Yes.
It comes with
It comes
that.
with the USB, so you can charge
Okay.
it up. So, and again, a lot of people want their pictures to be straight. How do you know they're straight? This
Yeah.
tells you exactly where they're at. When you
Right.
get to those 000s, you're on.
You hang
Do-
a mirror.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. Anytime you hang it higher than eyesight level, then it gets even harder. You know what I mean? And we don't hang a lot of things at eyesight level.
No.
Most of the things are above our eyesight, or at least me.
The
anyway.
other thing too is think about it. I mean, especially if you're a renter, how many holes do you
Oh
put in a
my
wall?
gosh.
And how many tubes of toothpaste do you use to quick fill it in before you move out? That's the old
Exactly.
trick. Now you don't have to put all those holes in the wall. Put one hole,
Yeah.
put it in the right spot the
I
first
love
time.
it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sean.
you.
By the way, Sean is coming back with one of a great product that last time I had this, it was blowing out the door.
Yes.
This is what I call the small